Now mute. Now go back to where you were, just right. Hey, one thing I forgot to tell you,
What?
or not forgot, I just hadn't taken the opportunity to.
Hey, is May or Rick there?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
There you go.
Hey, I'm Jason from Technical Services. I'm just running the meeting. You
Very
wouldn't
good.
happen to know if Bobby is Robert LaRue, would you?
Bobby, yeah, and him, Bill, and Josh are gonna be in the building,
Okay.
from what I understand.
You talk now.
Rick,
Yes,
okay, now you can hear me, right?
yep.
Okay, I heard you and I thought somebody walked in the door and I was looking for him.
No, it was just me. I had to go down here to Foley, Alabama at the last minute.
Okay, so, well, I've got to get me some volume going here.
Okay.
Where's my volume? I don't see it.
Probably on your lap. Are you using a pad? Probably just on your pad, I'd say.
Well, I'm different tonight.
Oh, okay. Bobby's there.
Oh, there's, yeah, I saw we had a few people that didn't seem to be on the roll, so wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Oh, yep, there we are. Okay. That was
Yeah.
them.
So
Rick, May, everyone,
hey, so we have Bill and
Josh, I'm gonna go down and check the door, make sure that it's all operating the way it's supposed to, okay?
all right.
The door should be unlocked at this point.
It is.
Okay,
I went through it.
All we gotta do is wait for Bill, which he's supposed to come, but he usually runs last minute.
Yeah, he leaves when he should be there.
That's Bill.
unfortunately, I gotta have him here before we have a quorum. So,
Right, I understand. But he did say this morning he was gonna be there, so I trust that he will.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
You've been working hard, Rick.
Last week I had to go down to, where did I go? They flew me somewhere.
look at that section of the rules again for the
I
meetings.
went down to Charlotte. And then-
Oh, okay.
Then this week I'm down here in Alabama.
Yeah. I don't
Be
want that,
careful.
But I got,
I do.
to my knowledge, it's not. That's not
board meeting.
gonna be absent, but I'll check with.
With
Yes,
Zoom.
my classes are every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay, bye.
Anywhere from 3 to 6 months.
So they bought some property down here.
That's the one on the fair board with Rick, and I told them the same thing, so. I can do it by Zoom until about 5:45. It's here in Monroe County. Because I got a Monroe County Sheriff's Department.
You're gonna do what, Rick? What, Josh?
I was telling him I got on Monroe County Sheriff's Department.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
So I have training here coming up very soon. It's gonna take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. It's every Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh,
So as I was saying, I can only do the meeting by Zoom and I gotta be off by about 5:45 until the class stops. And he's saying that there's a possibility that that's not gonna be able to happen. If that's the case, then I'd be forced to resign.
well, we don't want that to happen.
Nobody wants that to happen. I gotta figure.
No. Is there any way we couldn't do this downstairs there, could we?
Yes, May, I think we can.
I could hobble into downstairs.
I think we can, if we need to do it that way.
If we need to do it that way, I'd be more than willing to come in and downstairs. I just can't get up the steps like I used to there.
Sure,
Just can't do it.
sure.
And I'm afraid I'll fall down and I absolutely don't want that.
We don't want that either.
No.
And I don't want to resign either. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just.
Yeah.
If these classes I'm required. to
Well,
do.
you are required to take them and you need to. If you go take the job, you
Yeah.
need all this, you need whatever they're going to offer you. It'd be great.
If you all don't mind, I'm gonna run down the hall and make sure there aren't any wandering souls looking for
Okay.
this room.
Go right ahead.
And I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
Rick, what are you doing in Alabama?
They bought some property down here and we're gonna put 144 apartments on it.
So does that mean that you'll be down there for a long length of time like you were in Evansville?
Oh, no, I don't do any of that anymore. I just go and look at the sites and meet the building officials, and actually they don't have any, so.
Well, that ought to be easy.
Well, I'm gonna meet with the electric company tomorrow and, yeah, it's a little easier down here. I'm gonna meet with a few other companies or people, utilities,
Mhm.
but it's a nice site for a change, I think. I'm not trudging out there in the swamp, but, it'll work. It's
Where'd you
all
say it was?
Foley, Alabama.
Foley, Alabama. I've heard of Foley.
You fly into Pensacola, then drive about 40 minutes and you're there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just love flying through Atlanta. So, yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Well, I lucked out today. My gate I arrived on was gate 10 and I left on gate 11.
Oh,
So
well, that was pretty lucky.
that was the first time that's ever happened flying in Atlanta. So then somebody spilled coffee all over the front of me, and believe it or not, it dried and did not leave a stain. And I don't know how it did that.
Well, I don't either, considering yourself lucky today.
Yeah, she said you should have went and bought a lottery ticket. And I said, me and you both should have.
Hey, Rick, how far is Foley from Gulf Shores? Because on map, it looks fairly close.
Probably is. I don't pay attention. I've been all over the place, but yeah. Probably is. I mean, I'm just in a Holiday Inn right here by somewhere.
I see your bed.
Yeah, I haven't even been on it yet.
Well, it looks comfortable.
Yeah, it does. I hope it is. 'Cause I
Are you
got
getting a lot, you got over all your aches and pains and things that happened?
no, I'm still on a lot of medications. They got me on blood thinner now because I've been.
Oh, my.
Yes, are you at the meeting?
Yes.
Okay, just have a seat over there.
Thank
Got me on I'm passing a lot of clots evidently from the COVID thing.
Are you one
Oh,
of the?
really?
Yes, I'm on the board members, yes.
They put me on that Eliquis, but now I get cold all the time because that damn stuff thinned my blood. So now,
Oh, I know. Just get used to it. I've taken them for so many years.
yeah, I'm just cold.
Yeah.
Julie goes, you used to never be cold. I said, I'm cold all the time now. So,
Yeah, I wore my winter coat this morning.
yeah, I wore my leather jacket because I was cold on the plane.
Yeah.
So,
How long are you
Hey,
down there for?
huh?
How long are you be down there for?
Oh, I'm leaving Thursday morning.
And I was looking on the map, Foley's located right next to a lot of major things. You're not very far from New Orleans and the outer, but it's a great little spot, it looks like.
I guess. I mean, that's the development side. I just come down and decide how to build it.
Yeah, but I'm saying for building, with all that being so close to all those different things,
It'll fill up fast. They're already
also-
looking at another piece of property.
I say there is a question from one of the attendees. I don't know if you were expecting that or not.
Well, we haven't even started the meeting yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to know if he
Oh,
was where
there's-
he needed to be.
I think we've made it.
Okay, we can start the meeting. Hello, Bill.
I'm all right.
We'll have a call of attendance, and I see that we have Bobby LaRue is here. We have Josh McConnell. We have Bill Rigger. May is on Zoom, and Rick Crouch is on Zoom. So we're all present, and we have a quorum present I guess we'll call it in person.
Hybrid.
Okay, so if we'll pass out the minutes from the last, everybody read the minutes, and then I'll entertain a motion to accept them.
I reviewed them. I guess I'll wait till everybody else reviews. I had a couple questions.
I have already reviewed them. I don't know of anything amiss. Did you, Bill?
Well, I looked through them, and for Todd Bowling, I had stray voltage. I don't know if that's where he worked. That wasn't,
That is where he works.
okay. And then for Bob Martin, there was no action because he didn't have the credentials to get reciprocity. So then he, I believe, had Johnny Riling, who worked with him. So I believe Johnny Riling was the one that got the master's electrician. So I don't know how we want to deal with Bob Martin, if we just want to say, just delete him from the thing.
So there was a different, Timothy Martin is the one that he came before the board previously
Oh, okay.
and didn't have the credentials. And I believe that both Bob Martin and Johnny Riley presented the credentials and have license in Marion County.
Oh, so we did both of them?
The way that I understood it was Bob Martin and Johnny Riley, both with RJ Martin Electric.
Okay.
And they
But-
both had reciprocity we did with Indianapolis.
Well, I wasn't sure about Bob Martin because I had something at Washington DC, specific ICC exam, Ohio, North Carolina, PSI exam.
That was Timothy Martin from the previous.
Oh, okay,
He was
okay.
approved with this company from the previous month. And
Okay.
then did not have, we did not find the documentation that
Okay.
we thought we needed.
So did Bob Martin?
Yes.
Okay, so both of them, Bob Martin and John Riley.
He produced a license.
Yeah,
I believe so, yes.
Okay, because in my notes from the last meeting, I have Bob Martin, no Indy license.
well, but we did vote that if he produced one, I think we were.
We
gonna-
would take it,
We were gonna take it and give him reciprocity.
and he produced
Reciprocity.
one.
Yeah.
But our
Well-
minutes don't really say that, does it?
It was, like I said, I believe it was Timothy Martin from the previous, same company,
Okay.
different first name, last name Martin,
Right.
Okay,
who said that he had an Indy license and we didn't find that.
Yeah, that was Tim, right.
And
Electrical work. So then,
so
Not-
RJ Martin brought back with Bob Martin and Johnny Riley.
okay.
so we had two guys, two
Same,
people.
same company, two people.
Okay, so they each did it, okay. All right. And then Zachary Hembry, he requested residential license, right? And then
Right.
he had the ICC test, okay.
Yep.
All right,
He has yet to take the test. So
Okay.
residential license with a passing test.
okay. All right, with those changes, then I would make a motion, we approve our meeting minutes from the March,
Do I hear a second by John? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Do I hear any against? Do not, so the motion carries with the correct changes.
And who seconded? I'm sorry.
Josh? Okay. So who is our first? We might as well take the person who showed up in person.
Yes, my name is Sayed Najafi.
Okay,
I applied 3 years ago. I worked for Costner Ice, and they sold the factory to Arctic Glacier in
Okay.
Bedford, Indiana.
okay,
And in the meantime, I worked as a refrigeration guy, and I worked on many electric components and wiring. And then I wanted to take the test, but my truck broke down and I didn't get to that. That was 3 years ago. So 2 days ago, I came here and I asked for, information, and they said that board that 3 years ago was here was no longer exists.
The test that was issued.
Oh, the test.
The
Sure.
board member, she says, this is all new members, so I came to get some information and get back on the track to take the test.
Sure.
So I'm here for more information, so that's why I didn't bring any paperwork. I had a bunch of documents that I provided 3 years ago, and the lady, I forgot her name, says we do not keep those records. And but I was under Costner eyes. Jason Costner was requested that I would get my license because I was working in the factory. And also privately, I have my own company. My company's name is Castle Cross. And like I said, not in Monroe County, but in Lawrence County, we do not have that any restriction on working on electricity. So I did a lot of wiring, installed electric meters for many people, and I have a very good recommendation. But when I get the request in Bloomington, I said, I can't do it because I don't have the license. So one of the reasons that I'm here is how to take the test and how to pass the test, basically to get my license. And they said I can take the test on the internet by registering. I went there and they put a lot of limitation on my computer, and it says you have to get all this ready, which is a microphone, camera, and speakers, and I do all have that, but still I was limited. He says, until you get all that lined up, you cannot take the test because it's online. So I was wondering if there is a written test, or still we are in the COVID mode and we have to.
I don't believe that ICC is administering written tests on the 2017 code year. I think it's all either through the internet and I don't even think they have a local testing site. I think you have to do it electronically.
Okay, like where that's gonna happen? At home? And in the office?
Yes, either one, wherever you have your things set up. What I understand is
Wherever the computer is.
yes, and
Okay.
there is a online proctor for the test that will have you show what the room looks like, and should have you show what the materials are that you brought in for the test.
Okay, is that the open book, or I'm using?
The tests are open book, but ICC has the allowable text to be brought into the test on their website. So it's not just any documentation you choose to bring. They have a set list of acceptable.
Sure, yeah, that's why I'm here. Okay, so apparently there is a special calculator that I can get, or is that any restriction using? Or do I have to use paper and pencil to calculate? And, apparently there are some formula that I have to solve the puzzle on the questions.
I can't imagine that you can't use a calculator.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't, well, I don't know what they have restrictions. Maybe you can't use one that's got the screen that does graphing and stuff, but I've never taken the exam, this new one, I haven't taken any electrical.
Okay, yeah, anyway, my assistant, which is my wife, she's computer literate and she couldn't figure it out. And I took some screenshot from all my limitations, why I cannot do that on that computer. And one of them was Google Chrome. So I installed that. Still, it says that there are something that is missing, that, the exam wasn't compatible with the equipment that I had.
Don't you have to get approved to take that test?
You know,
So now anybody go take the test without approval now?
anybody can go take the test without approval, but they can't get a license without approval.
I knew that.
So, yeah, anybody, there's no prerequisite like there was with Prometric.
Yeah, I have I worked overseas for the government, and I have a board of 25 years of experience that I work on electricity, refrigeration, and maintenance. I worked for University of Maryland as a Chief 3 maintenance guy, which they gave me 75 master key, and they said all these buildings is under your control. Whatever happens, you're in charge. So they trusted me with that. Then after that, I worked in Africa for 12 years. Then I came back here, and I was in Bedford, let's put it this way, Bedford, Indiana, and I was looking for a job, and Costner Ice, they needed a technician / refrigeration man and electricity. So I worked for them for 14 years. And I have a recommendation from the Jason Costner, which was the boss. I have all the documents, but I didn't bring it with me because
We can't do that.
somebody says that.
Do you-
Yes.
Do you have the sponsorship letter for the Prometric test from 3 years ago?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir.
And were you wanting a master electrician or?
Yes, I would like to take the test for master. Like I said, the mechanical version of that, like doing it manually, I have no problem with that. I know a lot of codes, and the calculation, it takes time, but I can read the drawing, electrical drawing. I worked for a government in Georgia, Tbilisi, overseas. I was the one of the inspectors that it would read the drawing, and I went to the building. The project was $55 million, and it took 2 years to do it. And I was one of the members. I can bring documentation, that's no problem, but
We did it in August 28th, 2018. Saeed
Sayed Najaf, wow, you got my,
Yeah, we're the same board then. We haven't had a new curriculum, we haven't changed at all.
oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Well, we had was it the agenda or the minutes? I can't remember. At any rate, I found it.
That's wonderful.
So we've already acted and approved him to take the masters. Now what we got to do is figure out how to get him a test proctoring that
Yeah.
since he has a computer that's not compatible.
Do you have any friends that have computers that you could?
I can buy, I have a budget to buy another computer system. I don't know
What to get?
what to
Yeah,
get.
I'd be the same.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask, this is May, I need to ask a question.
Yeah,
The library has computers you can go in and use.
Okay,
Lawrence County Library should have the same You know, like Monroe County, we have computers there that people can use and they will help you with it. Maybe he should go there with
That's
his
a great idea.
information.
Well, that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm wondering though, May, if they've gotten more touchy since they got hit twice down there in Bedford.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he could come to Bloomington.
Yeah. I know Lawrence County got hijacked twice, so they may be real touchy with computers.
No.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hacked or something.
Yeah, they got hacked real bad to the tune of $2 million.
Oh, wow. I don't know if we can make accommodations here. We haven't,
Well, wait a minute. Now, I'm gonna say this just because there has to be provisions, I would think, due to the Equal Opportunity Employment Act, to where if somebody can't use a computer, I think they have to provide another means of taking that test.
sure.
So I don't know if we've got to call them and find out what that other means is, or I don't know, but I know that, like, let's say if somebody's dyslexic, they have to have somebody read the test to them. I'm trying to figure this out. There has to be a different way to take it besides just that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't know what it is because I'm not taking that test. My test was the block exam, talking about old fashioned. So.
I would think they would direct him to someplace or something. It just seems like you just can't just chop them off and not do anything.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, May. That's not fair to him.
Didn't have a phone number where you can contact somebody?
I don't know. I've not dealt with this company, Josh.
I can certainly look into it. Like I said, the last time I looked, there was not, for the 2017, there was not a proctored local location. It was all done by internet proctor.
Yeah.
Certainly look into what the other options are. We've had several people take this and have successfully passed this test.
Oh, well, maybe,
Through
wonder
the
if you
proctor.
could talk with one of the folks that took it and see how they,
Okay,
just an idea, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue because I haven't taken that test.
No, I know nothing about what kind of equipment you need.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's basically a laptop computer that's got the speaker and the camera, right?
that's right. That they wanted the microphone, speaker, and the camera.
Yeah,
And I have all those three.
yeah.
And then they said, but you have to go to Google Chrome. So I downloaded Google Chrome and I went to the website again and they checked my computer and they said, still some items missing. I took a screenshot of the,
Yeah, I'm not bright enough to
Yeah, yeah.
like I said, my wife is pretty good at things. She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
getting frustrated, said, this won't do it.
Huh.
And I said, it says here, if you want to go and find out how we can fix this, that would be great. But, okay, there it is. This test failed, it says. And
Which means you can't do the test on it.
yes,
Right.
this test passed monitor height, browsers, operating system, OS version and user agent. And then up here, it says, these are the things that it failed. It's the screen right there. It says right there.
Protector U extension version. Connection to Proctor U video services failed. Your Proctor U extension version could not be found. So something about the Proctor video services. So I wonder if you have to download something from the testing agent?
I don't know, Bill. I
Yeah.
I'd certainly try to look into that. 'Cause
I mean, I don't want it right now, but
You'd like to do it, right? Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
it's just if my equipment is missing something, I would go and buy it. I have.
Yeah, it's something, it's more like some kind of connection back to the,
Like a software.
yeah, but I don't know how, I don't know if you'd have to load a software. I think it's something that connects with the testing agent, because it sounds like a Proctor U extension version. Connect Proctor video servers. I wonder if you just maybe turn your computer, I had to do this to get Google Earth to work, turn your computer off and try to turn it back on and see if
Reload.
yeah,
Okay.
that might be one thing to test.
Should I go to Best Buy and show it to them? See,
That would be a good idea, I think.
They might know.
maybe that, because they know the computer language.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I would go, take my phone, show them what you've made a screenshot of and everything, and tell them,
Yes, ma'am.
help, I need help.
If
Yeah,
your
especially-
if your operating system's too old, then it's gonna be a mess.
Well, it's 2 years old. It's
Oh, it should-
Lenovo. The name of, at that time was the top of the line, but 2 years ago.
Well, I'm still on 2007, I think.
So we need a new motion to take the master's exam, since it's a different exam than was issued before. I'd also like the motions to kind of be reflected that with documentation, they end up passing the exam, we don't need to come back to the board if we could do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
That, you see what I mean? Like, it seems like the motions were made in a way that you had to collect all the stuff, take the exam, and then bring the passing test score back to the board to get the license.
well,
Right.
If he takes the exam, then we'll know that he passed, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And you all can certainly, we can bring that passing documentation back to you all if you want to see that document, or we can just make sure that we have the proper documentation before we issue a
Right.
license.
Well, I would make a motion based on our previous motion from, when was it? Did you write the date down or?
August 28th, 2018.
That Saeed Najafi
Yes.
be able to take the exam, the ICC exam, and upon passing the test, and this is for a master's, can seek his license directly through the building department.
do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Josh makes a second. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Not opposed to comment. We also need insurance information and.
Right. We'll need all the insurance and the workingman's comp and everything listed properly.
No problem.
All right.
Main thing is to try to get the exam to work.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, that's frustrating.
So I'm glad you found.
I'll give it to me.
I was,
I almost left this on my desk, so it's good.
All right, sir. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
That was a big help.
All righty.
I had no hope. I said, I was a long time ago and anyway, I have to start from scratch.
Well, good luck. I hope.
Good
best
luck and take care.
help.
All right, thank you very much, everyone.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Who do we have next?
So I can.
Yeah, then let's just want to sit
So
around
I
and
just wanted to, well,
listen.
if, I would love to listen if.
Sure,
there's-
that's fine.
Oh, we're
Exchange.
yeah, we're just gonna talk to other folks who'd like their electric license.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Who's in line next, Jason?
Adam Che had
All right.
had his question first.
Okay, go ahead.
Adam, he didn't indicate whether he wanted to speak or if he just wanted to ask his question
Go ahead.
over the chat.
All right.
All right,
I can,
Adam.
okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Adam may speak.
Yep. Go ahead, Adam.
Your mic's not on, Adam.
There we go. Is that better?
There you go.
Hey, so I'm with Michiana Contracting. We're up in Marshall County, Indiana, which is the Plymouth area.
Yes.
We want a job at the Monroe County Airport, and we have electricians. I'm a PM. I'm myself am not an electrician, but I was told to come to this meeting when I was applying for a permit for the airport. So we're gonna be basically doing electrical vault work for the airfield there. And I was just wondering if I needed someone with a master electrician to have a license down there. Or we're in the ABC program as well too, so I can provide that type of information if you guys need it as well. But yeah, like I said, I myself am not an electrician, but I'm a PM for Michiana. I was just wondering how we should go about that.
You will need it. Well, are you going to do electrical work, correct?
Yeah, we are gonna do electrical work. So it's gonna be airfield work down there. We're gonna be putting in new lights, running new wire, conduit, underground, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, you'll need you'll need a master's electrician journeyman down there.
Okay. So if we have certified journeymen, would I need to set them up to be able to take this test then?
Well, it depends on if any of them have passed a block exam or a prometric exam.
Okay.
If somebody has already done that, then they may already qualify for a master's license.
Okay.
Or if they're licensed in Indianapolis, for instance, get reciprocity.
Okay. I'll have to check and see. So you said what type of license they need?
Block or prometric.
Block or prometric.
And the license would be a master electrician's license.
Yes.
Okay. Master. So I just need, for the contractor, I just need one person to be certified to do that, or would I need?
Yes.
Okay.
Just one.
Master electrician blocker. Alrighty. And then basically just submit it again in the application, because I probably didn't do the application right for the license, so.
And the insurance and all that, yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. That's all I needed.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, who's up next, Jason?
Let's see. I believe it's either Alex Griffin or Griffith was in here first, but has not said anything. Glenn Adams has indicated that he would like to speak.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go ahead and promote Glenn and see if Alex says anything. Glenn may speak.
What can we do for you, Glenn?
Hi, Glenn.
To everyone, don't mean to interrupt. I'm a maintenance. You can talk.
Sounds like Glenn's microphone isn't working.
Oh, okay.
He's unmuted, but there's no sound.
And now Glenn's muted.
How about now?
I can hear you. There you go.
There, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I've had my license in Monroe County a couple of times, electrical license. My license number is 8110, master electrician. And during all the confusion that we had the last couple of years, I didn't get my license renewed. And I would like to do that.
When was the last time you had it? What year?
This license says 2020. I have my certificate of insurance and bond.
So he just has to pay for 21 and 22 to bring it up to current.
Yes.
So you're basically looking at $400 and the proper insurance and that's what it would take to bring everything current.
So I still have to pay the whole $400 on that.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Now, in the future, Glenn, we do have a program. If you're not doing electrical work, it's $25 a year. And it holds that license good. It's just if you want to use it, you got to pay the $200 on top of the $25.
Okay. I get it. I'm also going to need to pull a permit because we're going to, I live on Eagle Point down on Lake Monroe, and we are redoing the clubhouse out here. And I need to pull the electrical permit for that work. We've got a building permit. And so I'm sure I'll need that number when I come in and get the permit for that job.
Well, you won't need a permit to do the electric work. The electric work is covered under the general building permit. However, you will need, once your license is active again, you will need to come into the office and provide electrician's sign off. So we'll need your license and insurance information to get your license active again. Once the fees are paid, then you can come in and provide the sign off.
All righty. Well, I've got all that. I'll be in tomorrow. Now, do I, the application for the renewal, do I need to fill that out?
Glenn, we might need to come into the office. We're probably going to have to get you started because the license number 8110 is not a current license number. So you'll have to come in and set up a profile on the new software system. Once that's in place, you'll get a different license number that will start with ME and have a dash with the new license number on it.
All right,
Okay.
so I need somebody to make a motion. So,
Go ahead.
I guess I'll make the motion.
so Josh makes a motion that will grant him a license once he catches himself back up with a $400, the proper insurance, and comes in and gets that straightened out. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Go ahead, May.
May will second it. Let's take a vote. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I hear none, so the motion carries. Make sure, do you have any employees?
No, I'm a sole proprietor.
So then you're gonna have to make sure and bring that sheet that you can download off the web and filled out that shows you're a sole proprietor.
Okay.
I'll do that.
And then make sure your insurance shows Monroe County Building Department as
Yes,
listed. So,
I've got that done.
all righty. That's all.
Okay.
there is. Okay,
All
Glenn.
right. Thank you all.
You're welcome, thank you.
Okay. All right, Jason, who's next?
That appears to be everybody.
Okay.
Excuse me just a minute.
Yes,
What-
ma'am.
What was Glenn's last name?
Adams,
Adams?
Yep.
ADAMS.
Thank you.
Bobby, is there any new business?
I do have a bit of new business. The county is requesting that we get a January 2023 meeting date on the book. And it has to do with the way that we make public announcements. And
Okay.
it's always helpful if we have the first month of the following year to make announcements for the meetings. And then moving forward, where our calendar would be set up February to January. So I'm asking if we can agree to a January 26th date of 2023. That seems to be the fourth Tuesday.
Looks like a Thursday.
That was the wrong day.
24th.
24th, yeah, thank you.
Yes, the 24th, from what I'm seeing. Am I right, guys?
I'll make a motion for the 24th.
All right.
Okay, and who wants to second it? And all in
I'll
favor,
second it.
second by May, and all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
There we go. How's that for you, Bobby?
Hey,
We are-
that's- you
We
got-
are an optimistic bunch, aren't we?
Aye, aye.
Aye.
Now, the one good thing about being down here is all kinds of fish places to go eat at tonight.
Well, now you're making me hungry.
Yeah, all the steamed shrimp you can eat on Tuesday nights.
All
Can
right.
you get some
Good.
crawfish?
Oh, they got crawfish down here too.
Let's see, this is an arm month, so you can have raw oysters.
Oh, I don't like raw oysters.
Oh, well, bring me and him some.
I'm
Just
bringing him.
that
stinky
y'all-
thing.
Okay, we got something else?
Yes, go ahead.
No, I don't know that it's really part of the meeting, but just to let y'all know, we do have electronic versions of the sign-offs that are up and running and available. It requires the action of the license holder to sign in using their confidential information to fill out the sign-off. Then it requires our office to then again check and make sure that they are in fact licensed. And once we say they are in fact licensed, it produces an electronic version of the sign-off that is sent back to the license holder and included in our permitting file. So it requires, the electricians to sign in and verify that you're that person. And it requires a digital signature that, I'm the license holder and I am doing this work. So
Okay,
you can do it from any computer. We also have a computer in our office that folks can come in and we can walk them through a time or two. We're hoping that eventually we don't need to walk people through the sign-off process.
okay, can we just access the sign-off sheet and figure it out, or do we really need to come in and?
Well, I think if you figured out how to renew your license online, you will figure out how to do the sign-off. sheet.
Okay, well, we did, okay, that works then.
Yeah, it's in the same section of the building department's website under licensing and registration.
Okay,
And then just a link to, instead of renewal, there's a link to sign off.
oh, sounds, okay,
Is it on the same platform that planning has?
Yes, it's on the Viewpoint Cloud.
Yeah. I was just curious because I've got an account, for permits.
So hopefully you all feel that that's a secure enough method and certainly provides our office a little bit of relief from the time it takes to scan documents and attach them and do those types of things.
We can try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. We-
So do we need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion, so be it at 5:43.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Send us a picture of your dinner,
Yeah.
Rick.
I'm heading out now.
Okay. take
We're an
care.
hour behind down here, so
Oh, that's right.
I had to keep track of that because I didn't want to miss the meeting, so. You guys take care.
You
Thank
say,
you all.
You too.
You
See.
too.
what craft did you work in?
Yeah.
We changed, well, I was in Djibouti.